Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to the Solano College Sports Network. We're in beautiful Fairfield, California, Solano Community College for a softball matchup between the Solano Falcons and the Los Medanos Mustangs. I'm Stash Moida. Joined with me in the booth today is Miss Bella Felofina. Belly, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you.
So tell us about the last time these two teams matched up.
Well, last time these two teams saw each other, Solano came out with the win, but LMC was creeping up in the second game with a 7-5 win by Solano.
Yeah, it was a really close game. The last game Solano played was a doubleheader up against Contra Costa. They won both those games and clinched their 10th consecutive BVC title. That is a great job for Coach Pearson Bloom and her whole coaching staff, bringing another BVC championship here. So with that said, let's go to today's starting lineups for your Solano Falcons.
Elena Benapayo, Concord High School.
Hi, my name is Danny MG and I'm from Napa High School.
Stephanie Cello, Davis Senior High School.
Anjanae White, St. Patrick, St. Vincent High School.
Hi, my name is Alicia Selden. I'm a sophomore and I went to Armio High School.
Hi, my name is Brittany Jacobson. I'm a sophomore and I went to Kent Lake High School.
Jade Baghdad, Vanden High School.
Kristen Payne Bayardo, Wilseywood High School.
Denali Smith, Anchorage, Alaska, West Anchorage High School.
All right, we're just getting ready here for now for first pitch. And out on the mound today is Denali Smith, the ace of this staff. What can you tell us about Denali today, Bella?
Denali, same as ever, doing a great job on the mound, staying focused. That's all she does, just stay focused, throws them strikes, and Solano's going to come out with that win.
All right, and Los Medanos lineup for today. Leading off is Lyrica Langwa playing shortstop. Brittany Brown behind the plate. Jasmina Cross at DH. Van Asia Olsen out in left field. Quincy Pierce at first. Ashley Stevens Coley in center. Jenna Levitt at playing pitcher. Crystal Hicks, second base. Renee Smith out in right field. And the flex is Maria Reyes. So that's the 1 through 9 for the Mustangs today. So it's going to be crucial today for Solano to keep, they're 16-0 in conference play, where LMC is 7-7. So LMC trying to get these two victories today, maybe try to squeak into the playoffs, but Solano wants to go in and end this season undefeated, so they have a good chance for seeding going into the playoffs.
Exactly. As long as they stay focused, they got that.
So now everybody's in their positions, batters in the box, and here we go. First pitch is low inside, ball one. First pitch, 105. And we are playing two today, so that's always fun to see a doubleheader here at Solano Community College.
More softball, the better.
That pitch on the inside corner, call count goes to 1-1. Solano comes in this game ranked 7th in NorCal and 13 in the whole state of California, so they've really been rising in the rankings each poll that keeps coming out. That ball is low, 2-1. And Lyrica Langwa is probably the best hitter for this Mustang team, batting a .456 on the year. Leads the team in hits with 36. So now the 2-1 Langwa. She hits this one, scooped up, bobbled, and she steps on the bag and makes the out. Good job by Jade Baghdad by staying with it.
And she tagged that base with her glove, too. Yeah, and I'm not going to step on it. I might as well just.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I saw her pick it up, and I kind of looked down for a second, and I look up, and I didn't see her step on the bag. I'm like, did she step on it? It's So now it's going to bring up Brittany Brown, today's catcher for the Mustangs. Brown batting a .288 on the year. First pitch outside corner, called a strike, 0-1. Now the 0-1. This one's hit to Elena Benapayo. She scoops it up, throws it over to first for out number 2. Textbook right there. Every time that ball's hit to Benapayo.
Just so smooth.
Yeah, you think, it's a little choppy out there. She just comes up, quick hands, quick release. I know it is sophomore day here, so a lot of sophomores out there, Benapayo being one of them, playing her last 2 home games of the regular season as they are going to postseason this year. So Jasmine across up at the plate, the EH. First pitch low and inside, ball 1.
And Jasmine across with a .346 average on the season.
It also leads a team in doubles, and she rips one. Jasmine Hornsby-Edwards steps, throws, 3 up, 3 down. That's the way this game starts. We're heading to the bottom of the first.
My name is Anjanae White. I'm a freshman center fielder, and thank you for watching Solano College Sports Network.
Elena Benapau smokes this one, and a diving stop by Lyrica Langlois to make the out for first out of the inning. Man, Benapau didn't waste no time there. Saw the first pitch, roped that, but good diving play by Lyrica right there. So now it's going to bring up Danny MG. Danny, the sophomore left fielder. First pitch was high, ball 1. Oh, tries to throw that bunt down. Kind of chopped at it there. Count goes to 1-1.
Danny's doing a great job on the season with the 306 average. Anything above 300.
Yeah, that is definitely right. You know, 1-2 count now. Danny Angie, outstanding sophomore left fielder for this Solano team. Played 2 years here. So now the 1-2. She smokes this one. Just foul. That almost stayed fair.
Man.
Coach Pearson Bloom down there trying to sell it, you know, putting it on fair. But what more can we say about the Solano lineup? I mean, they lead. They're in top 10 in 10 different categories this year, and 9 of them are top 5. That pitch is high, 2-2. They're in 2nd overall in runs, 2nd overall in doubles, 3rd overall, and this is in the whole state of California, in extra base hits, total base hits, RBIs, hits, batting average, on base, slugging percentage. I mean, you go down, oh, this one's hit right back to Levitt. Levitt throws it over to first for out number 2. I mean, that's just outstanding hitting this year.
I mean, anything the stats say, it shows right in their wins, you know?
Yeah. 16-0 in conference, 29-7 overall. They're riding a 6-game win streak right now. They're 9-1 their last 10. So now it brings up the catcher, Steph Cello. First pitch high to Cello.
Steph Cello with the 452 average on the season, 41 RBIs.
Yeah.
Wow, creeping up there.
2 behind Brittany Jacobson for the team lead. That ball is inside, 2-0. And she's actually ranked 12th in the whole state of California with those 41 RBIs, tied for 12th, I should say. Jacobson tied for 10th. 2-0. She smokes this one, just foul.
They're hugging that line today.
Yeah, they're way out in front. Jenna Levitt doing a good job mixing her pitches, mixing her speeds to have these Solano hitters a little aggressive.
You know, I faced Jenna Levitt in high school, you know, and every time I would come up to the plate, she was just an inside pitcher.
So she likes to work the inside.
Loves the inside. I mean, but that was high school, long time ago.
So now count 2-2, Steph Cello, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. good curveball, but cannot come back into the zone. Now the count goes full. Good take there by Steph Cello. Looked like a little bit of a hanger on the inside.
Yeah.
Just too far in, and if it hits over a little hard to play a little more, that thing would have been gone. Fisted, gets down, tough play. Oh, good stretch there by Quincy Pierce, and that is out number 3. So no hits, no runs, and we're heading to the top of the second. Top of the second inning now. The 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up for the Mustangs. Quick 1, 2, 3 inning work for Denali Smith in the top of the first. Now, Venasia Olsen, the left fielder, up at the plate. First pitch inside. Count goes 1-0.
Now, Venasia looking like LMC's second best hitter on the team with a 372 average.
That's a pretty good average right there.
Can't complain.
That pitch is in there. Count goes a 1-1. So good job by Denali coming back right there, not falling behind 2-0. Comes back, fires a strike. It's now the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
That was a beautiful outside pitch, just slow, like hung out there.
Yeah, Olsen way out in front. Just her head was looking at the scoreboard by the time the ball crossed the plate. So now the 1-2. Strike 3 call. Got her looking for out number 1. So good pitch there. Good pitch sequence there. You know, slowing outside, come back hard inside. Now it's going to bring up Quincy Pierce, the first baseman. First pitch in there, strike call. Count goes 0-1. Now, you played against Quincy in high school, did you not?
I did. This is true.
Little rivalry there.
She was in the rival school.
Oh, this one's hit out in the left field. MG coming in. That one's going to fall for a base hit. Looked like MG didn't really get the best jump off the bat.
No, it looked like she wasn't. She held back. You know, not really wanting the ball to get behind her in case she missed it. She should have just went all for it. I think Danny MG, out of all people, would have had that.
Yeah, she's made some spectacular plays in her career here at Solano Community College.
Of course, playing with her, got to see it.
First pitch to Ashley Stevens-Cole. He's called a strike, 0-1. Remember in that Super Regional playoffs you guys had last year, she made a couple big, great diving catches to save a couple runs.
Oh, yeah.
So now 0-1. Drops down to bunt, and this one's going to go foul. So 0-2. Good job by the corner infielders coming in, prepared to field that ball.
Yeah, I can never stop picturing that one Haley Wink catch. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. That was a great catch. I didn't think she was going to be able to get to it. Man. This one's hit. Jasmine Hornsby Edwards to second, to first, and they're going to hold it and make sure of the out at 2. So fielder's choice for out number 2.
Smart by Jasmine Hornsby Edwards. You know, taking the lead runner, looking at her runners, seeing who's quick, who's not.
Yeah, Jasmine Hornsby Edwards has really come a long ways this year playing the defensive third base. I mean, she's doing an outstanding job, silky smooth. The whole left side of the infield is pretty clutch right now.
Oh, she's killing the game.
First pitch, strike. Call. Count goes 0-1 to Jenna Levitt. Jenna, the pitcher today, looking to see if she can help herself out here. Levitt comes in batting at .267. She does have 1 home run on the year. And that pitch was called a strike, 0-2. Yeah, this Los Medanos team has only hit 3 home runs on the year as opposed to Solano, who's hit 19 as a team. So now the 0-2. This one's popped up, going to go out of play over the visitor dugout, so it'll stay at 0-2.
Uh-oh.
Don't fall, Denali.
We've all seen that.
That will be highlighted in our not top 10 reel of the year. Not that play right there, but a play that happened prior to a couple games ago. This one's lofted into right field. Bayardo coming in, goes to a slide. She cannot come up with the catch. Tough play.
It seems like LMC's just throwing those bloopers in there, and you know what? They're working.
Now, I'm going to score that a hit. That was a very tough play by Bayardo. She's going down into a slide, and it was tailing a little bit of a way.
Oh, yeah, that's a hard catch to make. Oh, almost had it, though.
I mean, she had a great jump, but it just kept tailing. You know, where she slid, it kind of went more to her left. And
first and third play. I wonder if they're going to just go for the out if they go.
so Crystal Hicks up at the plate now. Count goes to 1-0. Hicks does have 10 RBIs on the year with 10 strikeouts as well. She leads the team. This one's hit. Hornsby Edwards bobbles. She cannot come up with it. Run will come in to score, and the Mustangs take a 1-0 lead.
That's not something we usually see from Jasmine over there. Little bobble.
I think we did a little bit of broadcaster's jinx there. We're talking so well with her.
Right?
So now it's going to bring up the 9-hitter, the right fielder, Renee Smith. With 2 outs here, runners are first and second. This is a big at-bat right now. First pitch low, went outside, ball 1. And like we said, Los Medanos staying at 7-7. They're 13-16 on the year. You know, if they could take 2 today, they can set themselves up with possibly trying to squeak into the playoffs. As Napa's only ahead of them 9-5 in second. Oh, gets away from Cello. And she's going to eat the throw. The runners advance. So now 2-0. Runners at second and third. Renee Smith only has 3 RBIs on the year, but she has a chance now to get 2 more to her total with a base knock. High and tight, ball 3. So a 3-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. You know how well this Solano's defensively lineup is. You know, Denali should just come here and just try to throw strikes and work trust in her team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just put her over the plate, let her hit it, and let the defense do the work.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ooh, good throw by Cello there. Almost got
Wow.
Levitt down at third base. I mean, she was walking gingerly back to third base. Wasn't too much hustle there. I mean, it was right on the money, too.
Oh, yeah.
So now full count. Payoff pitch. Chopped. Hornsby Edwards. Going to throw over to first. High throw. Good job by Backtad reaching up to grab it. And that saves a run. That's out number 3. Los Medanos gets 1. We're heading to the bottom of the second.
Elena Benapayo, sophomore shortstop. Thank you for watching Solano College Sports Network.
And now we're back here in the bottom of the second inning. Los Medanos scored 1. So the Solano trails here 1-0 with the 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up. Leading off the bottom of the second inning is going to be Nay White, the center fielder. Nay White leads the whole state of California with a .604 batting average.
Wow.
She has just been tearing the cover off the ball this year. 58 hits on the year. She leads the team in triples, 40 RBIs, and 11 stolen bases. How about that .642 on base percentage?
That's crazy. That's a hitter.
She's always a tough out. First pitch high and outside, ball 1 from Levitt. But check out that slugging percentage as well, a 1.052. Have you ever seen anybody with a 1 in front of their slugging percentage?
Not me.
She pokes this one out into
Wow.
right center field. That ball is carrying, and one hops the wall. Nay White is on her horse. You know she's going to take 3. With her speed, she's going to be in there standing up with a stand-up triple to lead off the bottom of the second inning.
Nay White.
That's 11 triples now on the year. She got a high outside fastball. She took it exactly where she should put it. I mean, Renee Smith went over. She saw it was over her head, and Renee Smith played the right play. You know, we'll let it bounce off the wall, come into her, and try to make the play.
No second thoughts on Nay to take 3.
No.
Not one. She's like, oh, I'm used to this.
So now it brings,
Hey, third base.
now it brings up Alicia Selden. Prime RBI chance now to get that one back. She pokes this one out in left field. That ball is down, and now the game is tied at 1. Great job by Alicia. Wasn't waiting around. Saw her pitch she wanted and executed perfectly.
Thought she'd join LMC's little blooper game. Just toss that one in. RBI.
Yeah, that's the 32nd RBI of the year for Alicia Selden. And that's going to help out her .448 batting average. And she's getting up close to that 500 mark. Now with Brittany Jacobson, the RBI leader up at the plate and home run leader of this Solano Falcon team. Drops down a bunt. It's a good bunt. Levitt fields it, throws it at first for out number 1. But Jacobson gets the job done as Selden moves over to second base. You know, that's something that always fires up a dugout. When you execute a bunt, you'll get a lot of high fives playing selfless softball. That's a team effort right there.
Always is.
So now Jade Backtad up at the plate. First pitch is high, ball 1.
Jay doing no different. 415 on an average. 26 RBIs. I mean, those numbers stand out.
And that's coming from a girl who's primarily hitting in the 7th. This popped up. Could be trouble. Nobody there. That lands fair right behind the pitcher's head. Sun might have played a difference, but that is a base hit for Jade Backtad. Sometimes better be lucky than good.
Right. That's a Solano Sun. Gotta hate it.
Home field advantage, right?
Always.
Now Kristen Bayardo coming up to the plate. Kristen with a .417 average with a .538 on base percentage. She leads the team in walks with 17. A very smart hitter up at the plate. First pitch is high, ball 1. Now with the one out here, you think Coach Pearson Bloom's going to let her swing away or try to drop down another bunt?
I think Kristen should just hit away, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's got 2 runners on, .417 average. Gotta trust her to do the job.
Yeah, now in a 2-0 count, she's sitting on 1 pitch and 1 pitch only. Oh, called. Strike count goes 2-1. Hits the outside corner, so good take there. Tough pitch to hit. So now the 2-1. That's high, ball 3.
3-1, Kristen's count.
Yeah, Levitt's been really leaving the ball up. All these hits that she's accumulated so far this inning, they all have been up in the strike zone. She pokes this one up. It's going to go out of play right behind the home dugout. So now the count goes full.
So Jenna came back. Full count. What's Kristen going to do with it?
You know, like you said, Levitt likes to work in, but I wouldn't be surprised. She got that outside call early to get that first strike call, so maybe she might go back there. And she does. That's high, ball 4. So all the runners will advance. So now, coming up to plate is Jasmine Hornsby Edwards, third baseman, batting in the 9-hole today. And this is a prime opportunity to take the lead for the Falcons. First pitch inside, ball 1. Hornsby Edwards has 13 RBIs on the year, so maybe she can get 14 or 15 with a base hit. That's high, ball 2. So the past 2 hitters, Levitt really falling behind the hitters 2-0. That's high, ball 3, all high pitches.
3-0. You think she would want to throw down, you know, get that ground ball action going. Maybe a double play.
And that is ball 4, and she walks a run in. So back-to-back walks. And now it is 2-1 Solano. So now there's going to be a little bit of mound meeting from the team there as Jenna Levitt just really hasn't lost a little bit of her control here in the second inning.
Trying to gain it back, gain the momentum back.
You know, the leadoff triple to Nay White. Alicia Selden comes in with an RBI single. Then a sacrifice bunt by Brittany Jacobson. Then another single by Jade Backtad that just fell right in the infield. Nobody really called it lack of communication. Then back-to-back walks.
And and I would not want to, bases loaded, in this situation, come up with Elena Benapayo. You know, Elena Benapayo just herself is killing the game. But they also went to high school together. You know, they were on a team for 3 years together. So Elena knows Jenna Levitt.
Yeah, you know, that you work a lot with the team, you know, facing them in practice and different situations, game time situations. So you're absolutely right. And you took the words right out. That's what I was going to say, too. We're on the same page here, partner. First pitch called a strike on the outside corner. Count goes 0-1. You know, Benapayo is 0 for 1 today. She hit a hot shot to the shortstop in her first at-bat. So she made good contact. She smokes this one right up the middle, so 1 run is in. They're going to wave her home. Going to be close play. Safe at home. 2 runs are in, and Benapayo works her way over to second base. So a 2 RBI single for Elena Benapayo. And just like you said, that's the last person you want to have up with bases loaded. So now still 1 out. Solano leads 4-1, and it brings up Danny MG. She grounded out to the pitcher in her first at-bat.
You know, LMC, if that throw was just online, they probably would have had Kristen at home.
Was a little towards the first baseline. Chops this one to the third baseman. Reyes throws over to first and just gets to speedy MG for out number 2. Good play by Maria Reyes. Steph Cello coming up to plate. She had that tricky play in the first inning where she kind of chopped it right between the short and third baseman, but the shortstop, Lyrica Langwall, made a great play. First pitch is high, ball 1.
Redemption time right here. Everyone's been hitting. Hey, hitting's contagious.
Yeah, that is true. High, ball 2. Yeah, it really seemed that Levitt really made the adjustment on MG there to get her to ground out. Now, 2 pitches to Cello have both been high. Sets up a hitter's count. And that's called a strike on the inside corner. Count goes to 2-1. Good take there. Just like you said, she likes to work inside. So now the 2-1. Ball inside, now 31.
You can really see Solano making the adjustments. It's really Cello up here, more towards the back of the box, leaving that inside pitch so she can bang it.
And that's high, ball 4. So now the bases are loaded. And it's going to bring up Nay White, who led off this inning with a leadoff triple. And Jenna Levitt in a bit of a jam now. A little break in the action here. Let's do a little station identification. You're tuned in to the Solano College Sports Network, your home for Solano sports here at beautiful Solano Community College, the home of the 10th consecutive BVC champion softball team. Looking for win number 17 in this game. Stash Moina, Bella Felafini here in the broadcast booth. You can check out SCSN on the Fairfield Cable Access Channel 28, our YouTube channel, / Solano Community College Sports Network, Facebook, Solano College Sports Network, Twitter at SCC_Falcons, and our Instagram page at SCC_Falcons. So go ahead and go on our Instagram page. Give us a couple likes. We'll greatly appreciate it. Hey, if you give us a shout out, we might even mention your name on a broadcast.
You know, Stash, I think I was wrong earlier when I said bases loaded, the person you don't want to have up to bat, Elena Benapayo. I changed my mind. It's Nate White.
Well, you have two people that you can call out just like that. That means this team is deadly.
Exactly.
Well, Nate White already 1 for 1 in this inning. First pitch is high, ball 1. So now 1-0 to White. This is eerily similar to her first at-bat and start off this inning. Strike on the inside corner. Count goes 1-1. Yeah, Nay White with 11 doubles, 11 triples, 4 home runs, 40 RBIs, 7 walks, 11 stolen bases.
She's even got her own cheer. You hear that?
Is it the nay, nay, nay,
nay,
nay?
nay, nay, nay.
I have 2 of them for her. So whatever works. Inside, ball 3, so 3-1 count. And this is a very deadly situation here. Levitt has to come back with a strike. You don't want to walk another runner in. But you have the hottest hitter in the whole state of California up right now. And that almost hits her. That's ball 4, so that was another RBI for Nay White. So now it's 5-1 Solano. So, you know, choose your poison now. Now brings up Alicia Selden. 1 for 1 day, has an RBI single that scored Nay White to start off this bottom of the second inning. First pitch inside, ball 1.
A 448 average, 31 RBIs. I wouldn't want her up to plate either.
Inside, ball 2, so 2-0. You know, the thing that's really been hurting Jenna Levitt, she's been falling behind hitters 2-0 in almost every count in this inning.
And the pitches, they're good height. They're just too far inside.
And that's a good pitch right there. Count goes to 2-1. But the smart take, you know, she's struggling to throw strikes, but every pitch has seemed to be up in the strike zone.
Mm-hmm.
That bounces away. Benapayo's coming home, and she is going to be safe at home. Oh, and it looked like Brown tried to lob it to Levitt and snuck away. So all the runners advance. So now 2 outs. Count is 3-1 to Alicia Selden. Open bag at first, so let's see what Levitt decides to do here if she goes right at her. And that is high, ball 4.
And now we're going to bring up the leader in home runs and RBIs.
So you don't want her up in the base.
So I take it back. I wouldn't want her up to bat.
Now, who would you want up in this lineup with bases loaded?
Maybe if you were up, Stosh.
Hey, easy with that now. You know, there is a difference between the underhand and overhand. So, you know, if I got a couple practice reps, maybe.
Oh,
But
yeah,
these girls
sure.
hit way better than I do right now. You know, I've been out of the game for a while. I like that slow pitch, you know, Tuesday nights.
That lob ball.
This one's popped up behind the plate, so now the count goes 0-2. Brittany Jacobson had that sacrifice bunt to get the first out of this bottom of the second inning. So quick 0-2. High ball 1, 1-2. She only has 7 strikeouts on the year and 105 at-bats. Ball outside, count goes 2-2. I mean, you look at the stat lines for most, like all of Solano's team, it's almost like a video game right here.
Wow.
I think they entered in a cheat code at the beginning of the year. I think it was down X, B, Y. Inside, ball 3.
Can I get that cheat code? Can I get it next year?
I think you go to cheatcodes.com. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners will be on the move. And strike 3 is called. Got her looking. So that is out number 3. The damage is done. Solano gets 6 runners in. They lead 6-1, heading to the top of the third. Top of the third inning now. The 1-2-3 hitters coming up. You see the Bay Valley Conference standings there. As we said, Solano 16-0, Napa at 9-5, Los Medanos and Mendocino tied at 7-7, Yuba 7-9, and Contra Costa with a lowly 0-18. Solano, like we said, clinched their 10th consecutive BVC championship team under Coach Pearson Bloom. And what an outstanding feat that is. So now coming into this inning, you know, you got a 6th spot on the board. The rule of the game is you got to win every inning. Los Medanos had 1 in the top of the second. Solano answered with 6 in the bottom. Now it's crucial for Denali to come back right here, get a quick 1-2-3 inning, get those hot bats back into the dugout.
Yeah, I mean, once you give them a shot, they're just going to take it. So you got to really shut it down now.
It's going to bring up Lyrica Langlois. She grounded out to Jade Backtat, the first baseman. That was an uninsisted. She stepped on the bag, or tagged the bag.
She tagged the bag.
The unconventional play. First pitch inside, it's called a strike. Count goes 0-1. Good pitch right there by Denali.
I see the focus.
She's got the eye of the tiger now.
Good reference, Stosh.
This one's chopped right out in front of the plate. Cello picks it up. It's a thrown away. Almost hits Langlois on the back of the head. That was a little interesting play. Kind of seemed like it hit off the bat as it was chopped out in front.
Yeah, at first I thought it hit off her, and then I wasn't sure. Weird spin.
Yeah. Unlucky bounce for Solano, so Langlois has a leadoff single. That brings up Brittany Brown, grounded out to Benapayo in the first inning. Swing and a miss, strike 1. She took a big hack at that high fastball.
Yeah. Steph Cello popping up real quick, saying don't go anywhere.
This one's foul back, hits the screen. Count goes 0-2. So now Denali Smith has a lot of pitches to work with. Way ahead 0-2. Maybe she might go back to that high fastball that she had Brown chasing on the very first pitch. Now she does, outside, ball 1.
Smart calling decision by the wonderful Coach Linus.
There's your shout out.
Yeah, there's my shout out.
High, ball 2. Yeah, Coach Pearson Bloom always does an excellent job bringing in the right people to have under her staff with Coach P, Ashley Ellison, Bobby Cameron, your buddy Coach Linus, and Coach Tim Griffin. Strike 3. Route number 1. I mean, what a great coaching staff. You got to play under them. Tell us a little bit more about Solano's coaching staff.
Coaching staff, I mean, that's probably the best coaching staff I've ever been under. Coach Linus really worked with me a lot. He was the catching coach over there, and man, that's a great coach. Coach Bobby and Coach P with my hitting, wow. They're just smart people, and you could see why Solano has the team that they have.
And it seems like every year, it's my second year following the team. You were on it last year. It seems like every time you guys step on the field, you're having fun. You're not just winning, but you're having fun doing it. You guys are loose, you're relaxed, not really a lot of pressure. I mean, is that something you can credit the coaching staff, making it a fun environment to play? This one's roped out in the left center field. That ball is going back short of the wall. MG picks it up, throws it in. They're going to hold her up at third base. So that is a 1-out double from Jasmina Cross.
That shot was roped. Wow.
Yeah, the wind, there was no wind blowing at that time. Maybe a little wind that might have helped it.
Right.
But now brings up Venetia Olson. She struck out looking in her first at bat. Ball high. Count goes 1-0.
And as you were saying earlier, these coaches do make it really fun, to answer your question.
Yeah, right before that double happened.
Yeah.
Now, is it, working, the clubhouse? Is it the drills you guys do? Did they make it fun? Tell us more about in-depth, preparation and everything like that.
Just the attitude that they give off, they work with you. It's not like they're working against you, and they make it really fun.
This one's popped up in the infield. Backtat is under in foul territory. She makes the grab for out number 2. So they make it light, they make it easy, but how did they make you better?
I mean, just look at the coaching staff. That's what, 5, 6 coaches now that you got. I mean, all day at practice, they're giving you tips just to make you better. I mean, that's what they're there for.
And they're excited to make you better. When you succeed, they succeed. Is that
exactly
the sort of mentality they have?
Yeah.
And that's the type of coaching staff I would love to play under as well.
Exactly.
Strike on the inside corner. Count goes to 1-1. For all the future recruits that are maybe be watching this game, they should come here, shouldn't they?
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't go anywhere else. I drive an hour every day to go here.
Ball low. Count goes 2-1. Yeah, and who wouldn't want to come to play at the 10th consecutive BVC champion Solano Falcons team? This one's hit to Benapayo. Scoops it up, throws it to first for out number 3. So the Mustangs strand 2. We're heading to the bottom of the third. So we're back now. We were wrong. It wasn't the end of the inning. The umpires are coming back to talk about it, and they're calling her safe at first base. I'm unsure why. And Coach Pearson Bloom is fired up. So a run comes in the score. It's going to be first and third with 2 outs, and now it's going to bring up Alicia Stevens-Coley. I'm very confused on. It looked like it was a clear out.
Yeah.
So very, very interesting call. That may be one of these things we have to go back and check out in the after footage. So now I think they might have said she pulled her foot. So the run does count 6-2. High, ball 1. And we thought the inning was over. We're over here relaxing, taking a break, and then we saw the umpires
I'm
meet.
still a little confused as to what the call was.
So now the 1-0. Strike is called. Count goes 1-1.
Hey, but gotta love a challenging game.
Yes, we do. This one's poked out in the right center field. Byardo going over. She cannot get to it. 1 run is in, and it scoots away all the way to the wall. They're going to wave her home. Keep trying to go 3. Safe at third. 2 runs come in to score. And Ashley Stevens-Coley has herself a 2 RBI triple. So that overturned call has actually hurt the Falcons now as the score is 6-4. Now it brings up Jenna Levitt. Let's see if Jenna can help herself out here as she's given up 6 runs in the bottom of the second. She can make it a 1-run ball game with a base hit here. First pitch is a strike. Count goes 0-1. Pitch outside, 1-1. So now the 1-1 to Levitt. Poked right to Jacobson. She makes the grab for out number 3. But the damage is done. 6-4, heading to the bottom of third in favor of Solano.
All right, and we are back. I know I'm not Stosh. I know I don't sound like Stosh, but I'm just filling in. He had to tinkle. So, big boy couldn't hold his bladder. But it is 6-4 here in the third inning. Looks like it's been an exciting game so far. Can you tell me, as that ball is high for ball one, can you tell me what happened at the end of that last inning?
You know, I'm still a little confused on the call. You know, thought game inning was over, but turns out that umpire called her safe, so they went back and scored a couple more runs. So just makes Solano have to do a little more work. But who doesn't love a challenging game? Why make it easy?
That ball is tipped and fouled back for strike one. Count now 2-1.
I mean, who else would we want to start off an inning? Jade Backtad, 415 average on the season, doing a great job so far. Obviously, fouling the balls off, on the ball, ready to hit.
2-2 the count now. That ball is wide outside. Count runs full, 3-2. Solano exploded for 6 runs in the last inning, so they're looking for a little bit more production just to increase their lead again, get those runs back. And she draws a walk after going 2-2.
I mean, what a good start for Solano. Runner on base. Kristen Bayardo up to bat, moving the runner.
So the pitch to Bayardo is dropped down. It's a good bunt. Good speed. Oh, and she's out at first.
Welcome back, Stosh.
Thank you. So a good bunt there. Moves Jade Backtad to second base. Now to Backtad have herself a single.
Base on balls.
Base on balls. Thank you very much. As I had to go out and help a camera. First pitch.
He sold you out. He sold you out.
Trying to play it off over here. You know, it's a rough life as a broadcaster.
Of course, you know. Understand.
Drops it down. That's a good bunt. Hornsby has her showing speed, and she's safe, thrown away. So Backtad's going to come in to score. Hornsby Edwards going to find herself on second base, thrown away once again, but good backup there. So the bunt single turns into a double and an RBI for her.
Take us to a 7-4 lead. Solano trying to pack that cushion back on.
Yeah, as I was walking down, I talked to a couple of the Solano staff that works around the field, and I was asking them what happened there. They were about what happened in that last inning on the call there, and they were baffled on what happened as well. They said she was out. So
yeah, in between the innings, I tried to talk to the umpire, but couldn't get a hold of him.
So first pitch to Benavides was high, ball one. She's 1 for 2 today. 2 RBIs. Still home. Outside, Hornsby Edwards taking a big lead over there. Count goes to 2-0. So now the 2-0 to Benapayo. Oh, she hits us on deep down the left field line, going to go out of play. So now the count goes to 2-1.
Way up high after, I think I heard Coach Bloom say it better be on the ground.
So the corners are playing in. Let's see what the 2-1 pitch has offered. Hornsby Edwards on the move. Good slide, safe, and she's going to stay at third base. Great jump by Hornsby Edwards right there. I mean, the throw is really up the line, too. That's always difficult when the shortstop has to move over to, you know, cover the bag with the third baseman playing in. But as a catcher, you have to lead her, correct?
Yeah, I mean, my job is I always throw straight to the base. It's their job to get there.
Exactly. So now 3-1. That's high, ball 4. So Levitt's really struggling with her locations today. That's her 7th walk of the ballgame.
Wow.
And with how patient this Solano Falcons offense is, you know, they can really bang the ball, but they're not going to swing at many bad pitches. Strike called. Ooh, a little fake throws. Benapayo steals the base. Uncontested.
I mean, you look at their base on balls stats, and it's 12, 12, 17, 9.
Bunt is down, and this is a great bunt from MG. And she, oh, not even a throw. And MG is on with a base hit. Little bunt single.
With Miss NASCAR up, I mean,
Fast
I would
like
have
a
held the throw too.
So now with 1 out, they're going to have a little mound meeting with the team. And it's going to bring up Steph Cello, who reached on balls in the last at-bat. So she is 0 for 1 today. But once again, the Solano has the bases loaded with 1 out. I mean, they could really rally here. Last inning, they did a lot of damage with 2 outs. Now they have a chance to do damage with 1 out.
I know you got Steph Cello, Nay White.
Yeah, I mean, pick your poison here.
Brings me back to the fact that I would not want her up right now.
You know, Steph still hitless today. She's due. She always seems to bang the ball very well, especially here at home. I mean, she's boasting that 452 average.
41 RBIs, does it somehow.
Ball high. Count goes to 1-0. And the left fielder, Venetia Olsen's really playing the line. High, ball 2.
I know that that left center gap. Wow.
That's a huge gap right there.
You bang it anywhere right there, and that's at least a couple RBIs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this one's ripped right past the second baseman. 1 run's going to come in. Benapayo not stopping, going to go all the way to home. So that's a 1 out, 2 RBI single from Steph Cello. And you just knew Benapayo was going to score.
Yeah, no question. Oh, the throw's coming home? Okay, that's cool.
Speed kills.
And Solano has speed.
And now head coach Tim Roglin is going to come out and talk to his pitcher. And it looks like her day is done. We are going to have a pitching change here on the Solano College Sports Network as Solano leads 9-4. And they've scored. They scored 6 in the second, 3 here in the bottom of the third. And it looks like Crystal Hicks is coming in to pitch. She was playing second base.
I guess if you're going to make a change to make it when Nay White comes up to bat, I mean, that's a good time.
Mm-hmm. So we're making our defensive changes here. We'll get the official word from the umpire. Look like Jenna Levitt is heading out to center field. So that must mean Ashley Stevens-Coley is probably moving to second base.
Looks like it. I mean, Crystal Hicks, 0-1 with her pitching career over here. 8.27 ERA, 6 strikeouts, and 5 walks.
Yeah, it seems like they're going to probably save Quincy Pierce, who is also their another pitcher, maybe to start next game, as this is a doubleheader today.
Yeah, with those double hitters, you know. It's hard as a coach to make the right subs. Like,
So now the runners at first and second. Those runners will be accredited to Jenna Levitt, as she went 2 1/3, 7 walks, 1 strikeout, 6 hits, and her runs and earned runs are still to be determined. It comes down to Nay White up at the plate now, 1 for 1 today with a triple and a walk. First pitch to her is high, ball 1. She does have an RBI today, looking to add on to her total and keep that hot hitting streak alive. alive. Swing and a miss. And the runners will advance as that was a pass ball. Yeah, Nay White way out ahead of that one.
Wow.
You don't see too many of those swings from Nay White often.
She just laughed it off like, okay.
Now 1-1. High, ball 2.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
Nay, 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 hit the ball.
I think we need to get a mic down in the dugout just so you can listen to these chants that the Solano Lady Falcons are saying over there. She drops down a bunt. Smart. Good idea there at the corner. Feels playing back, and she has a lot of speed. So now it's 2-2. So 1 out, runners second, third, 2-2 count. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Very rare strikeout from Nay White. That's her 4th on the season. And over 100 at-bats. But now with Alicia Selden up, 1 for 1 today, with a single and a walk, RBI, and a run scored. A little bit of a different change. Crystal Hicks a little slower than what we saw from Levitt.
Yeah, she's got that off speed, you know, just floats in.
Oh, this one's ripped right in the center field. That ball gets down, scoots away from Levitt. So 2 runs will come in to score. And Alicia Selden with a 2-out, 2 RBI single. And her 3rd RBI of the game. So now it brings up Brittany Jacobson, the RBI leader of the Solano Falcons, 0 for 2 today, so she is due. First pitch in there, strike call. Count goes 0-1.
Now it looks like the dugout's throwing a little, what is that?
Finding Nemo?
Finding Nemo? Yeah.
Mount Wanahakalugi. Shark bait.
Okay, you know your
Yeah. I know my Pixar Disney movies, all right? I know sports and movies. Science, nah, not my style. Oh, this one's floated. Tough play. And she makes the grab for out number 3. The damage is done. 11-4, heading to the top of the 4th.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Cello. I'm a freshman catcher. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network. Hi, my name is Stephanie Cello. I'm a freshman catcher.
Top of the fourth inning, Solano leads 11-4 with the 8-9-1 hitters coming up. Crystal Hicks up at the plate. She reached on an E5 in her first at-bat. First pitch in there, strike called. Crystal Hicks is now the new pitcher for the Mustangs. Did a good job getting out of the inning, even though she gave up 2 runs, but it wasn't a credit to her. This one's chopped up the middle, and that's a base hit. Good piece of hitting there, right there by Crystal Hicks. She's been a tough out all day. You know, it seems like second inning, first inning, 1, 2, 3, both sides. Second inning, Los Menados got 1, and Solano put up 6. Third inning, Los Menados put up 3. Solano put up a 5, so it's been a high offensive game. Right up the middle, kicks off Denali's glove. Going to be a tough play, and she's safe at first.
That's a hard play to recover from. You know, you're following the ball, covering 2, and then just, you really can't anticipate a ball shooting off a pitcher's glove like that.
Yeah, Denali made the right play. She tried to make the play there, trying to make the grab, and, you know, that's a base hit in my eyes, because it's always a tough play for a pitcher to make. But good job by knocking it down. That saved it. A base hit up the middle that could have allowed Crystal Hicks possibly to move to third base.
Exactly.
Now it brings up Lyrica Langlois. 1 for 2 today with a single and a scored run. First pitch, ball. Count goes 1-0. And Denali, you know, she's making good pitches today. It's not like she's struggling that much. It's just she's making her pitches, and it just happens. Los Medanos is swinging the bats well.
Getting a hold of the ball.
This one's lifted out in the right field. Bayardo is under it. She makes the grab for out number 1. Showing off a little bit of her cannon over there.
And short little loose showing off her, her hops.
Speaking of hops, do you see J.J. Watt's almost world record standing box jump?
I did see that,
5
actually.
feet, 5 foot.
Yeah.
Just standing. That is unbelievable. The guy's a freak of nature. This now brings up Brittany Brown, 0 for 2 today. Ball in the dirt. Good block by Cello. Count goes to 1-0.
Good job to keep the ball around, you know, makes the runner on base second guess going, and once you hesitate, there's no point of going.
It's now the 1-0. She chops this one over the visitor dugout. Count goes to 1-1. So Brittany Brown asking if she can go talk to her coach. You know, that happens a lot. I umpire Little League, and little guys, 8 to 10-year-olds, they're asking me, can I go talk to coach? Yeah, go right ahead. Time.
You know, Brittany Brown, right before this game, came up to me, and she's like, hey, do you guys have an athletic trainer? I'm like, yeah. Why? What's up? And she's like, well, I kind of hit a line drive back at my coach in the cage, and his hand's kind of swollen. Can you grab him back ice? Oh.
So very nice young lady.
Very concerned. Very concerned.
So now the 1-1. Drops it down. Denali fielding her position, throws it first, and she's out at first. Good job by Brittany Jacobson by making the grab for out number 2. So now second and third, 2 outs. Jasmine Cross up at the plate. She hit a double in her last at-bat. So 1 for 2 today. First pitch, called a strike. Count goes 0-1. Jasmina does have 10 RBIs on the year, trying to make it 11 and 12 right here. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Wow, that pitch, Denali.
Yeah, Denali really wants to zero up on the board. She wants to get her right now. Outside, good pitch. 1-2, good waist pitch there, trying to get chase something.
A good 0-2. Think you're going to get an aggressive hitter, go for that. 1-2, she should just go right at her.
High outside, ball 2. It's now 2-2, 2 outs. Same thing, 3-2.
The last 3 pitches, same spot.
You got to make the adjustment. Maybe she's setting up something to come in low inside. Strike 3 right down the heart of the plate. Caught her looking. So the Mustangs strand 2. Solano leads 11-4, heading to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th inning now, and once again you're tuned in to the Solano College Sports Network, your home for Solano Sports. Dosh Moita, Bella Felofini bringing you the broadcast today, and it's been a doozy of a game, 11-4 Solano.
A doozy.
A doozy.
Can you define doozy, please, Stosh?
I cannot, Bella. A doozy is a wild game, I would say.
Okay.
High scoring, high flying.
Just a little curious. Just a little curious.
I think I have to look that up on urbandictionary.com.
Yeah, right next to mustard.
Are you just going to write this down, Stoshisms?
Yeah. Stoshisms. Okay, you have a name for them.
So the 7-8-9 hitters coming up for Solano as they lead 11-4. They love to tack on a couple more runs and try to end it in the top of the 5th with that 8-run rule. As we saw last time against Yuba in both games, doubleheader. Last time broadcast for SCSN. So now Jade Backtad at the plate. She's 1 for 1 with a walk, single, 2 scored runs. First pitch, called strike, count goes 0-1. And Hicks is doing an excellent job just floating those little curveballs in there. Oh, and this one's ripped. Right to the second baseman. She picks it up, and that is out number 1. With Kristen Bayardo coming up to the plate. She's 0 for 0 today with a walk, scored run, and a sacrifice bunt.
I have 1 hit. Batting 1,000 for the day already.
Drops it down, but it's called a ball. She is a sophomore out of Wilsey Wood High School. Now the 1-0. Outside, ball 2.
You know, Kristen being the red shirt last year, I was so excited to see what she was going to do actually on the field playing. And she's doing great.
This one's chopped foul. Count goes 2-1. So prime hitters count now 2-1. Delivery from Hicks. Drops it down right to Hicks. Bayardo very speedy, and she is safe at first. So great job by Kristen Bayardo right there.
Oh, she was in there the minute she put it down.
Jasmine Hornsby Edwards coming up. 1 for 1 today with a walk, a single, 2 RBIs, and 2 scored runs and a stolen base. Another sophomore at Jesse Bethel High School. Oh, she swings at the first pitch, pops this one up. It's going to go into the stands for strike number 1. Now the 0-1. Trying to drop it down, a little bit of a bunt and run there. Count goes to 0-2 as Bayardo seemed to be taken off. The 0-2. Rips this one right past the third baseman. And Bayardo's going to be staying on second base. And a 1-out single from Jasmine Hornsby Edwards. Stay hot, kid.
Just a little small detail I noticed. I have the same exact cleats as Jasmine over there. So does that mean I get to be as fast as her?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's not how it works? I was just curious.
First pitch, Elena Benapayo is high for ball 1. Elena 1 for 2 today with a single, 2 RBIs, 2 scored runs, 2 stolen bases, and a walk.
And the list goes on.
Yep. Oh, trying to drop it down. That's going to go foul. Count goes to 1-1.
Coach Bobby, spreading those words of wisdom. Ball first.
So now 1-1, 1 out. That is a ball outside. And that's just thrown away. Nobody on second base. Bayardo thought about it. You know, maybe if Bayardo saw it was going over right away, she probably could have taken off and made it over to third base, but smartly stayed at second base.
Yeah, took her off the ball for just 1 second. Didn't see it.
And that is ball 3. Good take by Elena right there. It's now 3-1. Hicks really has to buckle down here. Now 3-1 pitch. Safe at third. So that's a stolen base for Kristen Bayardo. But that was called strike 2.
It looked like the throw was there, but the tag was just not in time.
Yeah, good slide there.
Yeah, right under it.
So now a full count. She chops this one to the second baseman. And she is out at first. Run will score, and it makes it 12-4 Solano. That is out number 2. Advances runners, gets the RBI, so she gets the job done. Danny MG stepping up to plate now, 1 for 3 today with a single scored run. She had a beautiful bunt. And another beautiful bunt right here. That's going to be fair, and there's no chance to get the speedy MG. And MG just takes a little turn there, maybe trying to think about taking off to second base.
Yeah, no one was there until Jenna Levitt came from center field and covered it.
Yeah, good heads-up play by Jenna Levitt right there. So now it brings up Steph Cello.
And according to the Solano dugout, super hot fire.
Yeah, she's 1 for 2 today. First pitch is high, ball 1. She had that 2-ribby single back in the third. She also has a walk and a scored run. She lifts this one down deep left field line. It's going to go foul. Count goes to 1-1. Little under it there. So set it up, do it again. 1-1. Runners on the corners. 2 outs here for Steph Cello. And the pitch. She just pokes this one down the right field line, trying to bleed it in, and just goes foul. So now the count goes to 1-2. It's now a 1-2 count to Steph Cello with 2 outs. Oh, she lifts this one out in the left to center field. And Levitt is under it, makes the grab for out number 3. Solano gets one, leads 12-4, heading to the top of the 5th.
Hi, my name is Danny MG. I'm a sophomore left fielder, and thank you for watching Solano College Sports Network.
And we're back here for the top of the 5th inning where Solano leads 12-4, and Bella is doing a little dance for us over here behind home plate.
Trying to get the blood flowing, Sash.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day here, but when you get in the shade, it's a little chilly, so this is definitely spring weather for Fairfield, California. A little warmer than expected, though.
True, but I mean, you still got that Fairfield wind that I just love so much.
So it looks like Gabrielle Worley is pinch hitting for Venasia Olson. And a little fun fact is Gabrielle Worley was actually the starting point guard for the Lady Mustangs basketball team. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So a 2-sport athlete. Worley has only had 13 at-bats, has yet to get her first hit, but she scored 8 runs. Has 6 stolen bases, so when she gets on, she is a threat to reckon with. Strike call, count goes to 0-2.
I went to a few LMC Solano basketball games this season.
Oh, it's a good rivalry matchup.
Of course.
I think the Lady Falcons got the best of them, though. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 1. So now it's going to bring up Quincy Pierce. And she is 2 for 2 today with 2 singles, an RBI, and a scored run. First pitch is low, ball 1. So she has yet to be retired today, having herself a pretty nice day, starting off game 1. That pitch is called. A strike, count goes to 1-1.
Nice low pitch. Almost looked like the same one right before that.
I think that one caught the plate a little more.
Yeah.
She checks her swing. Did not go. Count goes to 2-1.
Always good to ask.
Yeah, that's a debate that's really up in Major League Baseball is how does the home plate umpire, how can they call that? Because it's hard to see when you're calling balls and strikes. You should always ask for help down the lines because they have the best vantage point for it. Ball in the dirt, count goes to 3-1. I believe it was game 2 of the season. Tori Hunter playing for the Twins, got rung up on a check swing. He did not go, and he had some choice words for the umpire after the game, saying that the umpire wanted to go home and eat some hot dogs or something like that. You know, Torrey Hunter, always an outspoken vet. This one's chopped foul, so now the count goes full. But there's really no real definition of a check swing. They say it's, oh, you cross the plate or you break your wrist. There's two different scenarios that could happen there, so it's all a judgment call. There's no one true definition.
Yeah, I always thought if you cross the plate, you know, then that's a check swing.
Oh, this one's roped right up the middle, so Pierce has herself a 3-hit ball game. Yeah, but then you get batters that are more up in the box, and they go around, but they don't break their wrist, but the bat head does go in front of the plate. So then you can call and test that he did not break his wrist, or he or she did not break his wrist, and didn't attempt a swing. So that's where the variation comes into play. Tricky situation.
Exactly, but everyone's has their own individual hitting style. So
First pitch called a strike to Ashley Stevens-Coley. She had that 2 RBI triple back in the third. She also reached on a fielder's choice and scored a run today. That pitch is low, ball 1. Count goes 1-1.
Steph Cello doing a great job behind the plate, blocking every ball.
So now the 1-1. I know Denali's probably trying to get her to roll over on something, trying to do a double play. Ripped right up the middle. Benapayo grabs it, flips it to second. What a play by Elena Benapayo. Wow.
Wow.
I thought she had no chance to get the ball. Her speed, she didn't have to go to a dive. I mean, it was kind of, look what I found.
That's Elena Benapayo.
Look, she's all smiling. Like, she just goes, I don't know. So now it brings up Jenna Levitt. 1 for 2 today. Has herself a single back in the second inning. First pitch is low, ball 1. So now there's 2 outs, runner on first. I still can't believe she made that play. I thought that was a for sure base hit.
It kind of takes the momentum away from LMC, 2 great hits down the middle. Great play by Elena Benapayo. Wow.
Yeah, I was already marking that in my book as a base hit, and I look up and she has the ball. I'm like, wow. So speedy. She's very fast. Has a lot of range at the shortstop position. That is ball 3. 3 straight balls, all low.
Her legs are so close to the ground, move kind of quick.
Kind of like Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah.
So the 3-0. That's ball 4. So now it's going to be Crystal Hicks. Has yet to be retired today. She got on base in the second inning with an RBI on E5, and then she reached on a single back in the 4th. So with 2 outs here, facing the 8-run rule here in the top of the 5th inning. Hicks could keep the game alive here with a base hit if they can get that run in from second base. First pitch strike, count goes 0-1.
Alaska going right at her.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. So now way ahead, 0-2. Oh, that one smoked way foul. The count will stay at 0-2, and she turned on that one. Hit the house. You can see right there in that picture. They kind of overpanned it there, but yeah. So now set it up, doing it again, 0-2.
Potentially game-winning pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is the ball game, folks. So Solano takes game 1, 12-4. And man, what a offensive onslaught Solano put on them. Your takes from the first game, Bella?
I mean, any team, any given day can win this ball game. Solano slept a little bit, and one of the innings gave them four runs, and then was like, whoa. Took a step back and was like, no, we do better than that. Came out, won the ball game.
Yeah, I mean, all the way down the lineup, I mean, there's a lot of colored-in boxes, RBIs all over the place. Good team win in Game 1. Denali Smith shut the door in the last inning, just what they needed to do. So now we're going to take a little intermission, and we'll be back with Game 2 here on Solano College Sports Network after this break.